What are you working on here? It's, stuff. Care to elaborate? Not really. Look, if you want to continue whatever it is you're doing, I'm gonna need to know what you're up to. Like it or not, it's how it works. I'm fixing things, all right? Just let me work. He could at least be polite enough to say what he's working on. Done here. Should I do this now? Here. Should I switch to this? All done here. Should I do this now? My workplace is malfunctioning. Want me to do this while waiting for repairs?
Looks like we're running out of repair kits, you know?
Could at least be polite enough to say what he's working on. Wish I knew what he was up to. Say, this version of me is freaking me out. polite enough to say what he's working on. I have to say, this version of me is freaking me out. I have to say, this version of me is freaking me out. Damn it, I wish I knew what he was up to. Damn it, I wish I knew what he was up to. Worthless pile of garbage, that's what you are. What's the issue between you and Yanbot? What? You were quarreling with him. I heard you. Please, don't be ridiculous.
Now that you've repaired my workplace, should I go back? Looks like we're running out of reading. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Finally, you wanted to talk. I know how to fix the problem. What problem? Well, the one I've been working on. Right? But what have you been working on? The faulty phasers, of course. Oh? Good idea. Yes, that design could use some remodeling. Yeah, I'm missing key data. And you want me to, what, provide it for you? Yup. See? Even you need help from a teammate sometimes. It's not help, it's your job. Unless you want to keep embarrassing yourself with that amateurish junk. Okay, so what is it you need? A type Delta 13 atmosgraphic analysis. You mean... You haven't heard of it. It's performed automatically by nanosniffer arrays on every space mission. Oh, you haven't heard of those either. We need to retrieve one from the Seba wreckage. Okay. Slow down, cowboy. First of all, the wreckage, as you very correctly called it, is empty. Whatever could be retrieved has already been retrieved. Second, I still don't know what you want to do with this data. Henceforth, I cannot decide whether exploring that old base in any form other than a basic sweep is worth the cost and effort. And lastly, we are a professional crew of creative and knowledgeable scientists capable of making their own quantum computer and recreating themselves in the form of alters. Can't we simply put our brains together and perform this mission-critical atmosgraphic analysis ourselves? I prefer to trust those sniffers. Just give me my data. Hey, Onbot. Hello again. What would you like to discuss today? Have you ever heard of a Delta 13 atmosgraphic analysis? It's supposed to be performed by something called nanosniffer arrays on space mining missions? Great question. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not familiar with every specific detail of Alloy Corp technology. However, if I were to make an educated guess, it sounds like some kind of default sampling performed to monitor the state of the atmosphere on alien planets. May I ask what you need it for? I don't know exactly. How so? My alter seems to think he can use it to improve our phasers somehow. I promise to help him try. Any ideas how I could go about it? Educated guess, again. Data like this would probably be stored on an electronic storage device. Of course, such a device would be inactive by now. Yes, I know, and probably buried somewhere deep underground. Under plenty of planetary sediment. Maybe some kind of hugely powerful nonlinear junction detector would make sense here. Yes, insightful thought. Or you could simply reuse the technology of your polygonal scanner. With its multi-approach system and custom calibration functionality, it should be reprogrammable for your specific needs. That doesn't sound so bad. Thanks, Yanbot. I'm still curious what it's for. Yes, so am I.
All done here. Should I do this now? like we're running out of radiation filters.
How on earth should I go about finding anything in that rubble? Oh, this is a good spot to start scanning for the chemist data. Unbelievable. There really was something there. I wonder if it has the data the chemist is looking for. look what I found. I decided to let you enjoy the unboxing. Hmm? What the hell? Oh, damn. Seems to be a movie. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, it may not be what you expected, but it might contain important data. We need to watch it and find out what it really is. Mm-hmm. Just cheated death. Do you think he's exhausted our shared supply of luck? Hello?
Police in Canada have smashed a multi-million-dollar drug smuggling ring. 22 pounds of heroin was seized along with a small amount of cocaine, marijuana, and hashish. Police say the ring was centered in Colombia, with drugs finding their way to large city centers. 25.
Is this? Not what I asked for.
I'll never forget when he told me I was lazy. Yeah, I wanted to murder the bastard. Remember when he refused to party after we crossed the lava river? He was right, as always. But once he started singing, oh, he had the best voice of us all. Pity I weren't there to witness it.
All I know is that he had a hell of a punch for a puny egghead.
Truth is, if it weren't for our beloved Brainiac, we'd never be going back home now. I've just realized, I've never seen him scared of anything. I hope he finds happiness, but, well, in fact, I just wish he was going back with us.
Huh.
It's so damn lonely out here. You hear that, brother? We're gonna miss you. Do you really believe he's gonna find it?
I know he will.
Well, if you do find it, I want you to know that we love you, you asswipe.
Good movie.
I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Hello, hello. Well, that was unexpected. Conclusions? Actually, I do have some. Even though I didn't technically know any of the guys in that movie, I miss them. What about you? What's your verdict? Yeah, relying on people gets you nowhere. I'm gonna find that data myself. You could stop being so fucking polite and start telling the truth for once. Asshole. Would you care to explain to me what exactly is going on between you and Janbot? Oh, well. Who would have thought? Jan Estolsky is a helicopter parent. Don't you have more serious things to do than follow me around? I'm really not that interesting. It looked serious enough. For a person who goes around demonstrating his nonchalance, you seemed extremely agitated. Well, for a person who declares a lack of interest in other people's emotions, you seem very inquisitive. Fine, I'll indulge you, but you won't like it. I've given some thought to everything that's going on around here, and I came to the conclusion that we are all being brainwashed. By Yanbot?
In a way, yes. He is, after all, the interface between us and the quantum computer. Have you ever asked yourself what the QC's main priority is?
It's simple. To ensure the successful completion of the scientific project it was created to support.
In my opinion, which of course you would never care to ask me about, the quantum computer is a scam. Its core activity is making mistakes, and it's stuck in a loop of trying to cover them up by feeding us with even more false information.
I'm sure you have proof to back up those insightful revelations?
Of course, I am proof. Isn't it clear to you that the memories I have been provided with by this joke of a machine are not even close to credible? Tell me, why is it so determined to make me believe that not only could I have made a stupid mistake, but also become a laughingstock of the whole scientific world, when it's obvious that I couldn't? Not even in the most extreme of possible life paths.
And you're blaming Yanbot for all this?
All I wanted from him was a reasonable explanation of the factors according to which my awareness was calculated. So I approached him with peaceful intentions, hoping that he would help me understand. But all I got was corpo gibberish, which left me with no choice but to conclude that my awareness is founded on a blatant lie.
Do you really need justification to be who you are? Why can't you just forget the whole fake memory business and be yourself?
I will forget it, once I prove it wrong.
What do you mean?
I'm going to do what the fake identity the QC tried to impose on me failed to do. Carry out an ambitious, groundbreaking project which the real me is perfectly capable of. Namely, cultivate the first plant from Earth that adapts to the conditions of an alien planet.
Are you sure this is what we need right now?
I don't know, Jan. The question is, are you open to accepting the fact that I am not who the QC created me to be?
Fine. Let's put that unmistakable brain of yours to the test and see how much you're worth.
Good. I already have everything prepared for our experiment. Specifications for my proprietary hybrid superseed. All we need to do is initiate its production.
So, I'm extremely curious if you managed to salvage anything else from that old base wreckage.
No.
That's disappointing. I must say I was intrigued about that mythical project of yours. I suppose you'll have to abandon it.
Maybe not.
Oh, how so? You don't have your beloved data. Surely you can't proceed without the atmosgraphic wisdom from the nanosniffer arrays? You had a point. We can do it together. Wait a minute. Are you... Is this because of the movie I found? I knew it. It got to you, didn't it? You know why I stopped working with people? They always have a hidden agenda. It's irrational and disgusting. You should know that making general statements like that doesn't become a scientist of our status. Not to mention that your opinion hinges on purely anecdotal evidence. Your personal experience with a particular group of people. Yep. Is that really all you have to say? I'm agreeing with you. What more do you want? I let my personal experience get in the way of reason. Because I got stabbed in the back by my teammates before, I was never interested in building any kind of relationship with my ultras on the Dolly mission. Or whatever my recollection of that mission is, anyway. I see. Watching that movie made you realize your mistake. Do you really want to talk about my feelings? What? No, of course not. No, I thought you did. No, don't worry. Okay, good. So, what now? Well, let's, brainstorm. Brainstorm, right, yeah, why not? Let's see, we'll need coffee and data, of course.
All done here. Should I do this now? All done here. Should I do this now? That was too easy. Want me to go there now? It looks like I'm done here. Should I switch to this now? looks like I've done here. Should I switch to this now? I'd like to draw your attention to something.
What have you got for me? A Delta 13 atmosgraphic analysis. The result of our brainstorm. Amazing work. Yes, the phasers. They should work fine now.
Looks like I'm done here. Should I switch to this now?
Oh my. Looks like something attacked the biologist's super plant. I'd better collect a sample and show it to him. I have news. It's about your super seeds.
You actually planted them?
I did, but I don't think this is what you expected to grow out of them.
Let me see. Interesting. What do you think happened here?
Evidently, an endemic organism in the form of this slimy yellow goo attacked your plant. Looks like some kind of parasite to me. Anyway, your experiment didn't work. Too bad, but we've all been there, right?
You could at least pretend to be interested in my opinion.
Right. Of course. What do you think?
Well, don't jump out of your lab coat just yet, but we could have just discovered a new form of life.
Aren't we surrounded by them?
Can't you see the difference? This is not a plant, it's clearly a protozoan.
Oh. You mean
A carbon-consuming protista. How amazing is that?
absolutely mind-boggling?
Exactly. I don't want to get overexcited just yet, but we might be the first scientists to discover an animal-like creature in space. And I say we'd better take it to the lab before it decides to release its spores in our abdomens.
What?
I'm just kidding. But we could get diarrhea if it infects our food.
Right. Whatever the reason, let's examine it.